This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dudes paid in full, gunning to be the best.
We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's just freaking wrestle.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you may find this fine idea recording it live on RVT Entertainment's Twitch.tv channel. Talking about professional wrestling, both for the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty Jay. I did not screw that up, boys. That is TWK.
Hello, everyone. Oh boy, so much to discuss, so little time. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, and by the way, so little time, we're about to give ourselves a little bit of time in a few minutes, and I will explain that. But not before I introduce our good buddy Shintigercurl to the party.
Yeah, it's Shintigercurl Kizzle in the Wrestle Fizzle with my boys Matty Jizzle, TW Kizzle, and our boy in the fourth man pig. Oh yeah.
I almost want Shin to introduce our guest with the Snoop Dogg impression. I almost. You know what, Shin? Go for it. Why not?
Oh yeah. Time for our boy, the man with the plan, Shay Shizzles.
Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? Yes, boys! You know, I'm here. You know what that means.
It's AEW time, pay-per-view time, big weekend in pro wrestling. Holy jumping Jesus. And before we get to that, you'll note that we started a couple of minutes early because I wanted to get this out of the way so we get to the good stuff. Shades is here not just because for AEW, because why not? But we should probably. Some of you who follow RVT know of the shades of many hats. He's the host of Toku. He is the producer for Toku Riffs Live. You know that voice. You know him for Ranger Recap, our other show we do together, of course, with our buddy Easy Rider. He also hosts the Anime Mavericks, and about a month ago, he along with Hiro Crystal and Yami Angie began a sort of farewell tour. They're wrapping up the Anime Mavericks podcast, and their last show happens to be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Everybody that's showing up doing their thing. So,
yeah. For those who have not followed the RVT history, yes, we've been doing the Anime Mavericks podcast, formerly known as the Rising Sun podcast, for almost as long as I've been around on the internet. Like literally about 13 years ago, back in fall of 2009, we started it. And tomorrow is going to be our very last episode. I think it's time to finally put that show to bed. So I have taken the liberty of gathering as many as the former hosts as I could get my hands on. We're going to have one last big reminiscence of the show's history. And we've got a lot to go over. A lot has happened with the show. So we're going to have one final episode. But that doesn't mean our Saturday nights are going to be empty anymore.
No, well, you may have noted, we always been doing the show on Fridays. That's been the tradition for the Wrestle-Cast for the longest time. One thing you might note, it's either we're way too late or way too early. And right now in the slot, we're against SmackDown, which I believe is taped this evening. Their first match was a Viking boat raider match thing. It was highly silly, but the New Day is involved, so some silly is forgiven there. And of course, we have the hard up because some of us actually appreciate Rampage, unlike some people who just want to turn the TV off on Friday, which I can't really blame you. But I like watching Rampage. So and every time we would go over Rampage, us three chuckle fucks would get distracted by Rampage. So, that's why we moved it to 8:30. With the Anime Mavericks podcast wrapping up, the body is warm, but we see an opportunity to move our show and actually give us the time that we want. I know some of you like the 90-minute format and like the short stuff, but some of us like the 2-hour show. I like a 2-hour show. I like to not have to rush shit. We're funny dudes when we got a good running gag going, and we will get to that running goddamn gag, believe you me.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Shades. My show, my rules. But
No, I'm just saying because I know what's coming.
you came up with a good one, to be fair. We'll get to that. That being said, with Anime Mavericks moving riding into the sunset, pun intended, not intended. You decide. We decided to move our show to Saturday, to our live show to Saturdays. So next Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're live, pal. Fridays are off for you folks. We'll see you on Saturday. We'll do our good shit. Now, if WWE has a pay-per-view that is of interest to us down the line, or AEW moves to Saturdays, or whatever the case may be, where we need to move the show back to Fridays, we could do a quick 90-minute show. We've done it before. We could definitely do it again. We will, of course, keep you abreast of that situation when it comes up. But for the time being, at least until a Ranger Stop weekend, of course, where I will take a weekend off, Ranger and stuff. We're live Saturday nights, 9 Eastern Standard Time. That's in the PM. And of course, as soon as I'm able to produce the MP3 and upload everything, you will see the audio and the VOD and all that stuff. In fact, I might put the VOD up on YouTube as early as soon as I can, which is usually within an hour. So, that being said, shall we do this? No clip. That's why I'm glad we don't.
Shall we get to Zen News?
Let's do the news. Actually, we may as well get to the stuff that because I know you guys don't watch the Fed as much. That may change in 6 months. You never know. But for those who are vaguely interested, we're going to get to the chronological order of pay-per-views, and in plural. GCW and All Out will come in its time, because we still dedicate the majority of this show to that. But Clash of the Castles tomorrow, September 3rd. And we'll go over the card, which is, I'm telling you, on paper, pretty much everything's looking good. I'll say this. They're at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales tomorrow for the Fed. Matches, as announced as of right now, are Edge and Rey Mysterio taking on the Judgment Day. That's Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Of course, Dominic Mysterio will be ringside, and his Dom, Rhea Ripley, will be there as well. Dominatrix, top. Same diff. Well, not the same diff. There are subtle differences, but for the sake of this joke, same diff. Walter defends the Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus, a.k.a.
Big meaty man slapping me.
Actually, I should have had you at that. I know you have that fun.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Whoops.
And again, it's on your show. It's fine.
Fair. But yeah, it is big meaty. That is the Hoss fight. And if you don't think it's the Hoss fight, you're wrong. The newly rechristened Matt Riddle, he got his Matt back, taking on Seth freaking Rollins. There was a wonderful segment on Monday.
Because he's Madman.
Hey, we're not talking about the Ass Boys yet.
We'll get to them. But yeah, I'll tell you this. There was a segment where they do like they have to break it up, so the face-to-face turned into like a split screen thing, and then cut back from commercial, and something to watch. It's very different. And thumb is up there. Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka taking on Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. That's the former Io Shirai. That's going to be a banger of a 6-man tag. By the way, hi, Evil Reverend. He is the Reverend. Tier 1 sub, 51 months. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And Ace of Podcast in there was asking what time is it. Me and my clock's not going to happen for another couple of weeks, bud. We got All Out. By the way, short spoiler alert, no Toker riffs this weekend. pretty much the three of us want to watch AEW kick the asses.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan takes on Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Roman Reigns defends the Undisputed Championship against Drew McIntyre.
It's his home turf. Please give it to Drew.
You know, if it was just a few months ago while Junior was still in charge, no chance in hell. You know they'd fuck over Drew like that.
Yeah.
However, in this new era of WWE, I don't know. Anything could happen.
I'm part of me is with Tita, but part of me wants to see Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed title.
That won't
There's
be
a
until
story.
WrestleMania, and we cannot wait that long.
So you can't wait that long. There's a difference.
I would have picked somebody else. My major pick would have been Walter to unseat the tribal chief, but Drew is a good second option for me.
And let's be fair, Walter fits like a glove as the Intercontinental Championship. As the IC champ, perfect fit.
Like the old school IC title where it's the beat the shit out of you title.
Where it's the Workers Championship, and that's what they were saying on SmackDown. They were putting a lot of emphasis on this is the Workers belt. This is the guy that shows up every week. Walter's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I still want Roman Reigns versus Walter down the line. That's not a bad fucking match. That should be booked. But for right now, I will gladly accept Sheamus versus Walter. Now that's Cardiff. On Sunday, if you want to watch a lot of wrestling, you will be content. The early performance will be provided by NXT and actually most of WWE when you really think about it. NXT and NXT UK Worlds collide. Basically, NXT UK is being shut down, turned into NXT Europe in next year. But they got to put some title belts together, so this is what's going on. It's going to be on Peacock. This is not USA. And the matches are as follows. They have best 2 out of 3 falls. Nathan Frazier versus Axiom. Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet for the North American title. Yes, main roster Ricochet. It's not just NXT and NXT UK. They're throwing some bombs in this one. Fatal 4-way elimination tag match. The winner is the undisputed NXT Tag Team Championship. They just unify the mainline NXT and NXT UK tag titles, which look gorgeous still. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter taking on Doudrop and Nikki ASH for the NXT Women's Championship. And here's a note. And Nikki ASH, aka Nikki Cross, will be the first woman in WWE history to have competed for every single available women's championship in the Fed.
Wow!
Someone brought it up on Twitter and Facebook. I was like, well, that is a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
Woot!
Now
for her.
Bring back the real Nikki Cross.
Well, she's wearing black now, still in the tights, but still, getting there. Work in progress.
In a transition period. Period.
And she works well, and she is a heel. So, work in progress. Mandy Rose takes on Meiko Satomura. That's the UK Women's Champion. And Blair Davenport, because she wants to be there. It's a triple threat to unify the Women's Championships.
It's good to finally see Blair get some TV time after being with the company for like 2.5 years.
Yeah, the way they make it look like she was like, dude, I'm fucking done waiting. I was like, all right, cool. You're obviously the heel in this situation.
To be fair, she's always been a heel.
And so is Mandy Rhodes, but Mandy Rose, but
here. And I would prefer Megadon, but I think it's Blair's time, especially with her husband, getting belts as well.
True. Also, Braun Breaker and Tyler Bate, Master Tyler Bate, big strong beefy boy. Two men enter, 1 man leaves. The undisputed NXT champion.
If Tyler Bate wins, then Breaker's getting called up.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like that. It's still unpredictable. You could go either way. If you put the belt, if Breaker gets both belts, he's your man in your third brand. Fair play. And it's still a rebuild. You need some stability, especially in NXT right now. Fair play. But if Tyler Bate gets it, yeah, he's getting the call up.
Breaker
That
is
is for-
long overdue for getting the call up.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready. He's ready for the move up. Maybe not ready entirely, but with Triple H on the helm, he stands a better chance at what he has. Also, call him Braun Steiner or Braun Steiner, or you know,
Bronson Steiner.
Bronson
Do it,
Steiner.
that'll
Put Steiner back in his goddamn name.
You know, one thing that makes me sad about this show? The fact we're losing the NXT UK belts, which are the best design belts the company currently has.
You are not wrong. Those belts are
Hairball
gorgeous.
just shared a picture of a Joe Doring t-shirt that says "Keep calm and kick ass." You guys got
yes.
tagged in the tweet, by the way, so it'll definitely show up. We'll get to the poor man. We'll get to the poor man in a few. The rest of it is All Out weekend. Of course, GCW, TW will talk about that, and I will talk about the All Out stuff. But before we do, let's get to the news, boys.
Well, first thing I have actually is the news about Joe Doring. Hope he gets well soon. For those who don't know, he's had to take time away from wrestling to deal with brain cancer.
And unfortunately, the brain cancer came back, so he's taking some time off to kick its ass, and then he can come back to kick our asses.
Should we do one more for the road for him?
You know what? It's worth the risk, I say. Go for it.
You ready, Matty?
Ready?
And now heading out of the ring, going to go kick cancer's ass, ready to do this, ready to do all this. Good luck to Joe Doring. Thank you, Matty.
He wears porn star gimmicks for his entrance because a dude like that, you could kick your ass, you let him wear whatever you want to.
And props to Impact for letting him have a nice send-off backstage with Eric Young and Cody Deaner.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be the same show without him because that guy was quite the presence.
Yep.
It's one of those guys. He was an evergreen presence on Impact, so we will get well so we could see you getting more Haas fights.
And we'll go from one big dude to another big dude because making his way back to Monday Night Raw this Monday, according to PW Insider, is none other than Braun Strowman.
And a lot of people confirming the report. It's still rumor, but there is smoke to this fire, folks.
if there's any...
Hi, EC3. How's your narrative now, fucker?
When I heard this news, we all just started laughing our asses off. Bro, all that hype around CYA, all the shit we were talking about this, and this is how it ends. Not with a bang, not even with a whimper, but with pure, utter silence.
Should have just went with the normal indie EC3. You probably would have stood a chance.
Yeah.
But no.
No, instead, EC3 had to become the next Ryback.
No, don't go there.
No,
he's not that far off, but he's not there yet.
Listen,
He's hit you close, boys. Don't deny it.
I will deny it because at least EC3 wrestles on a regular basis.
That's true.
At least people give a damn about what EC3 thinks.
And EC3 is still over enough that he could work with the NWA with the rest of the people who signed up with CYN. So even he's starting to move on. Which, by the way, Control Your Narrative is a stable, not a fucking promotion.
Yeah, just accept it at this point.
Recoup your losses, become a high priority stable in the NWA, and for God's sakes, get off the goddamn steroids.
Oh, that guy here.
Your Roy belly is showing.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that Roy. I saw a picture of that Roy belly. That is legendary levels.
That is. Are you seriously okay? Or are you going to turn into the next Andrew Test Martin?
Oh God!
And that's not a joke. That's me going, dude. We've seen this happen. Just don't.
Don't go down that path. You do not like where it ends.
You don't need roids for abs, for God's sakes.
Nope. As for Braun coming back, for me in this era with Papa H, he's got a very low ceiling.
Ceiling, but I'll say this: he was always he is surprisingly good in the ring. I can only assume that his indie dates have only given him some experience to the point where, yes, he's a big dude, But if the big dude can wrestle, that's match potential.
I'm not saying he's Omos bad. I'm just saying
No. Far from that.
just he has a very low ceiling. Now, who I want Papa H to bring back? Jonah.
Absolutely.
That is one of the rumors.
He has grown so much working with Impact and New Japan.
He would fit like a glove, and with that extra experience, fuck NXT, bro. Bring him to the main roster. You have a potential challenger for Walter. You got a potential challenger for Bobby Lashley, U.S. champ.
Hell,
Feuds aplenty.
If they're going with the idea of, if you want your idea to have Roman keep the title until he drops it to Cody, Jonah could be a perfect challenger for Roman Reigns.
Give you enough doubt to think, he could do. Yeah, give him a couple months to build up that momentum. Have him a great match against Roman. Hell yeah.
I can see them having at least two great matches with each other before the big build up with Cody, if they're going that route.
All right, going into some AEW news here. FTR is out of the starting roster, at least for AEW Fight Forever video game.
Oh, there was a lot of stink this week. Hell, I was on Twitter earlier. There was a free Malachi Black thing, and we'll get to the reason why that's popping up. And I'm just going to nip that right in the bud right now. Folks, he's not that unhappy. But we'll get to that, why he would be unhappy, in a second. As far as FTR, look, it's a first video game. I can understand why they want to put as many people. There's a lot of people. This roster evolves almost on a monthly.
It does. It really does.
FTR can be upset. I'm like, you know what? DLC.
Yeah, it does feel weird that FTR, given how well they've been booked in AEW, that they're getting the shaft like that. But I would assume there's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they haven't shared that reason personally. They did say they talked to Tony Khan, they talked to legal, and everything seems to be going well. So I can only imagine that they will be DLC after just the tone of the conversation.
To me, it sounds like this is a developer decision, not a company AEW decision. Because if this was an AEW decision, everybody would be in the fucking game. And
yeah, right?
So, for me, it's like, okay, the first game needs to be damn near perfect. And if size matters, especially if there's a switch port, I get the feeling they want to keep it as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
Focus on building a strong foundation of a good game, because you're going to have to make more of these every year. I mean, that's just kind of the way these kind of sports-ish games go. So focus the first game on building a solid foundation, then build off of it as you go further. That's the way you have to make this work. Lord knows WWE needs to learn that fucking lesson.
JC, I heard that the mocap got corrupted. That's one of the rumors, but again, it's just a rumor.
Yeah, I heard
there's a lot of rumors behind it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people wonder what it is with the rumors. I did hear something about maybe one of the moves not working correctly or something. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough.
Something like, okay, we could record it, but it'll be DLC later, more than likely. I would surmise that you're not wrong on the corrupted part, but it's one of those situations where I'm like, I had to shrug here. I don't know why, but I get the feeling if there's a damn good reason for it. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. Moving on.
One thing I want to know the reason for is that according to Fightful, Bobby Fish's AEW contract will not be renewed.
Yeah, well...
Actually, I think I have an explanation for this, because he's going to be closely tied to Red Dragon, and it's already been noted that Kyle O'Reilly might be on the shelf indefinitely.
Yeah, he's got spinal fusion surgery. Successful, because he's posting it. He's obvious, his sense of humor is intact, but he might be done.
I'd say good 8 months to a year.
Yeah, so I get the feeling that because of that, the heat from that is going to go down, which I think because of that, Bobby Fish really isn't going to have a place in AEW. I mean, he's so tied to Red Dragon and for lack of a better name, Undisputed Era, that taking one out means the other kind of has to go with him.
Yeah, the Evil River in the chat, neck fusion, serious stuff there. Is Roderick Strong's contract up anytime soon? To our knowledge, no, but with Triple H taking over, I'm pretty sure he's going, oh God, I weathered the storm.
Yeah, but in terms of terms of Bobby Fish, he actually came to AEW as a singles wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't really do much with him until he teamed up with Cole and Riley.
Yeah, he was
in a few high-profile matches before then.
He did, but like he didn't really pick up any. I remember when Bobby Fish first started popping up, and even then he didn't really stand out all that much until Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly really started coming into the picture.
Yeah, so
Long story short, it's a shame that we're not going to see that dream match of the Elite versus the Undisputed Era. It's looking like it's what it is. But Kyle and Adam have 5-year contracts. They signed, what, a couple years ago? Year ago, tops?
1 year.
Yeah, a year ago.
So if they have 5-year contracts, they're good. So I don't know why this re-signing shit's coming up now.
JD actually had a theory that he posted today on one of his off the scripts.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
Apparently, like a couple of weeks ago, Bobby Fish went on a podcast and he said some things about working with Triple H, and he pretty much he basically gave Papa H a succulent blowjob and said, "quote I would go to war with Triple H if he asked me to." So that might have rubbed Tony the wrong way. I'm not saying that's the reason, but it's possible.
It's a case of it wouldn't surprise me if that ruffled some feathers.
Yeah,
wouldn't surprise me, but honestly, this sounds more a mountain out of a molehill kind of situation.
What I get from that is that maybe he wants to go back to WWE now that Triple H is in charge.
Which could fit the vibe of a lot of former Fed guys from literally a couple of years ago where they got fucked over by Junior.
Yeah, but and he's a free agent now, so
wait, time out. He's not. He can't be.
That's what JD said. He's a free agent.
What's his source? So I heard that. I'm like, he did not claim his source.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's what he said.
Sorry, JD. No link. No believe you.
Yeah, like
state your sources, please.
State your fucking sources, or I don't fucking believe you.
Yeah, I just heard like from Fightful that his contract is running out soon, but I haven't heard a concrete date yet.
Although that does bring up the big question of if he went back to the Fed, what would he do?
And that's the question. He was a package deal with the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole seems to be happy with AEW. He's still out to do his shit. Kyle O'Reilly's on AEW's time when he's got his next situation figured out.
I'm just wondering now what are they going to do with Adam Cole?
Yeah, this really hurts a lot. You know, with O'Reilly out for a long time, that's going to hurt a lot of their plans with that crew. Because, the big thing was the inevitable dream confrontation between the Undisputed Era and the Elite. Now that they can't do that for at least a year and a half, what the fuck are they going to do?
Enigma in the chat, put him in Ring of Honor. No. What? When?
Too big for Ring of Honor.
He's too big for Ring of Honor, and when?
Yeah, like I was really hoping that by now we would have some sort of news on a TV deal, and I'm hoping that Tony Khan by the end of the year can get one done, because you can't just be having these ROH belts show up week in and week out without a TV deal.
Doesn't make sense.
I hope he's looking.
I'm sure he's trying. It's just, business deals can be a bitch.
Yeah.
A lot of red tape there.
Oh, I can only imagine, especially with so many changing of the guards as of late. That can be quite painful as well.
Yeah, that WB deal is really fucking a lot of shit over.
So here's
my thing would be Ring of Honor, keep them away from WB until their shit gets straight.
Yeah.
AEW can't change, and right now WB, Warner Brothers and Discovery, they're happy with AEW. Don't listen to the rumors, folks. Everyone in the news, that's in the TV and wrestling side, on the news side, are going, no, everything's peachy keen. What the fuck are the fans bitching about? Notice I'm going after the fans a lot tonight. There's a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Y'all are starting shit that don't need to be started. See, I'm gonna be on JD's side. There's a lot of people starting shit where really it's nothing.
Oh, some people want to be negative about AEW just for the sake of it. You know, some of those people are.
Yep.
The defenders.
Anyways, it's Friday, which means it's time for the weekend to begin. And this might be the craziest fucking episode of
Oh my God.
Ever goddamn
Okay. So Snoop Dogg, who is the multiversal champion. Yes, I said that correctly, John. You heard that right.
That explains Shin's joke earlier.
He defended the multiversal championship, which is creator wrestlers only, against Arn the Glock Anderson in Fire Pro Wrestling Returns, or Fire Pro Wrestling World. The World. I almost goofed up. It was crazy. Guns were exchanged in the violent way, of course. Snoop Dogg retains in a crazy matchup, and then in the main event, the world title, Sid for the world title, the WGGP, all wrestlers within games, all that stuff. So the original stuff. Sid defends in 2K17 against Arn the Glock Anderson.
Jesus Christ!
Same thought.
Right. His name is Armed Anderson.
Armed Glock. No, Arnold Armed. Whatever. Arnold the Glock Anderson. AA. Double armed. And he beat up Sid. He's the new WGGP champion.
Sid brought scissors to a Glock fight.
Pretty goddamn much.
And I already know who Snoop should fight in his next match.
Well, actually, I think Sid didn't bring the scissors. He probably couldn't find them.
22!
Yeah, but my suggestion for Snoop's next opponent, since Snoop has been likes to pull out a gun for some reason, he did it on Cross and he did it on Arn Anderson. How about he goes up against somebody who's actually taken a bullet or two? Or in this case, 9. In Fire Pro Wrestling World, Snoop D.O. Double Jizzle versus 50 Cent.
I knew it, goddamn it. 50
I
Cent.
knew it. I fucking knew it.
No, but
Fucking knew it.
You
Let
knew
him
it.
defend himself.
We all knew it, but at the same time, goddamn, that's good booking.
Snoop pulls out his gun, shoots him like, that's the best you got, man? You gotta hit me with a little bit more, man, to make you feel it. Call yourself a dog, but you're acting like a little bitch.
Snoop won. Snoop defended via literally, shut up, bitch. Gunshot. 1, 2, 3.
Literally.
Wow.
And then Double A recovered and beat the crap out of Sid Vicious.
To be fair, the match went like nearly 20 minutes.
It did. It was a banger.
Yeah. It was a banger.
Just goddamn. And that's all the immediate news I have.
Do we need to throw in anything? Because I want to throw in something real quick.
Oh, what you got, Matty?
Go for it.
It's time for that segment. We lovingly ripped off an Ash. Bring all sorts of wrestling bullshit. Bring it to you. First segment we lovingly call What the Wrestling Fuck. And there it is. Gotta love the guy scream. There we go. That's done.
All right, so who we calling out this week?
Now, I'm not going to go after the people who are saying Malachi Blatt needs to leave. Look, the mental issues are not serious, are not to be trifled with. But hey, everybody's peachy keen, and if Malachi needs to take a break a little bit down the line, especially after all out of that 6-man tag, if he wants a couple of months off to breathe, fair. No, I'm going to go after the Velveteen Goddamn Dream.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this motherfucker.
Holy shit. This motherfucker got arrested twice in a matter of 2 weeks.
Twice. The first one was on a warrant. The second, drug possession.
Not only that, but apparently he was snorting coke in front of the cops.
Literally.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
John, prepare the curb button.
Oh, yes.
Don't hit it yet, just prepare it. The first one was the drugs. The second one was an outstanding warrant on the drugs. Also, where did it happen to happen? Florida. Hit it.
And to think, this guy was saying, "Oh, I'm going to totally make a comeback to WWE now that Triple H is in power."
Drugs.
Not anymore, motherfucker!
Drugs. Oh, the allegations of what was it?
Sexting a minor.
Yeah, those allegations. They never came up with anything but drugs and jail time. Yeah, you're fucked. You're
And
fucked.
of course it had to be fucking Florida!
Yeah, I believe that's where he lives.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel bad for him because
No, sorry.
He's
no,
probably just-
you can't feel sorry for him. When he was caught snorting coke in front of the cops, any sense of sympathy is out the window.
I blame it. I say it's more him just being fucking depressed and not knowing having a proper healthy outlet for it because he had he has all the talent in the world, but he can't do what he loves. So what can you do? He just falls into Lady Cocaine's warm, cokey embrace and
It would be one thing had he done that at home and in the safety, away from everyone, but
He was literally caught driving, and then he was snorting coke in front of the cop.
Patrick
Yeah.
Clark, please get some help or something. Just
Also, I must once again state for the record that I hate my fucking state!
Incidentally, Florida more over than Disco Inferno.
true.
Damn it!
Also, incidentally, Velveteen Dream, after all that shit, still more over than Disco Inferno.
By the way, John, considering that's Florida, be happy it wasn't meth.
Oh, God. Could you?
He's
Makes it
right.
any
Oh.
better, asshole.
What was that, John?
I said, like, that makes it any better, asshole!
A little bit better. I mean, considering all the meth stories that come out of Florida, at least this wasn't one of them.
I'm about to go grog on your ass if you don't.
Yeah. We already got 2 potential copyright things on my channel. Let's not make it 3.
All right, so got anything else, Matty?
No, I believe that shitting on Velveteen Dream and Disco Inferno were ticked off. So,
Time for Game Changer Wrestling, then, I suppose.
What will be happening on Game Changer Wrestling this weekend?
Well, tomorrow, it's GCW, The Arts of War. Starting things off, we have a Pabst Blue Ribbon 2-ring ladder scramble for the DDT Extreme Championship and a 6-pack of PBR.
Ooh.
Joey Janela will be defending the DDT Extreme Championship against Tony Deppen, Cole Radrick, Drago Kid, not to be confused with Drago, Gringo Loco, Dante Leon, and Rossiu from Gurren Lagann.
All my money's on Gringo Loco.
Some of you may also know Rossiu as Vash the Stampede.
Of course. You good old Nero from Devil May Cry is doing his job.
Speedball Mike Bailey. It took me a second, and then I realized, oh God, we're doing that gimmick again.
I was like,
That's
wait a minute, what the fuck?
Speedball Mike Bailey. If you're gonna do the preview, do it right, asshole.
Yeah,
At
you
least
just
we did-
confused me. Like, what the hell? I didn't know Johnny on Bosch was. Oh, wait, now I get it.
We were saying
remember
we
that
said
name.
who it was. We said it was Sasori from Naruto.
Speedball Mike Bailey. Keep that gag for Impact.
I'm about
Nevertheless,
to hit the button. I'm about to go grog on their ass.
Too fucking late. I'm already raging.
Well, then fucking I'm hitting it.
Thank you.
we have Sawyer Wreck versus Charlie Evans, and then Blake Christian versus my hometown boy, Alex Shelley.
Nice.
Yee, Shelly.
He's a busy boy
Oh,
that
well,
weekend.
Alex Shelley gonna keep himself busy this weekend, huh?
Giving some
And
limba.
Also keeping themselves busy. We got Nick Wayne and Jordan Oliver taking on some boys you saw on AEW this week, Aussie Open.
They're
Yes.
busy as well.
Yes, we're going to be busy this weekend. I am very Australian.
For those who don't know, according to Shin, Mark Davis looks like Nick Offerman.
He does. Technically.
I'm totally Australian, you drongos.
I guess if Nick Offerman was super buff and tall, maybe but
See,
I am
this is-
super buff and tall.
Give me all of the bacon and eggs that you have. Now, wait, come back. What you think you heard is give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I actually said was give me all the bacon and eggs that you have. That's my Nick Offerman. That's my Parks and Rec joke. Moving on.
The main event is wait, Shin, can you do what type of match this is? It's a type of games-esque match.
It's GCW. I don't think they care.
I'm trying to blank.
It's a match that a British man would pronounce.
may I take this one then if he doesn't remember?
Oh, there you go. Please,
Sure.
Go ahead.
War Games!
Yeah.
Yeah, your Billy Regal is better than mine, Chase.
Thank you.
The Briscoes defend against Bussy, Second Gear Crew, Los Mazicos, and Alex Colon and John Wayne Murdoch. So that should be one hell of a match.
2 cages,
War Games.
GCW, all of the weapons. There's going to be some barbed wire and glass involved.
Oh, yes, it's going to be 2 rings, giant steel cage, glass tables, fluorescent light tubes, barbed wire, thumbtacks, anything. They're going to be doors all around. People are getting thrown through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
gonna be one hell of a
mainstream
show.
wrestling's got tables. We got fucking doors, son.
So as GCW, The Art of War will be available on Fight TV tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So if you don't want to watch, or if you watch Clash of the Castle and want some more violence, there you go. By the way, Clash of the Castle is at 1 p.m. Tomorrow. Special start time because during the U-fucking-K. So if you want some fed and want a palate cleanser full of violence, there's your gimmick right there.
Also, Shin, I don't think Enigma is too pleased with your Australian impression.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? My Australian is perfect.
I know Enigma well. He is staring daggers into your eyes right now.
Someone pass me a Foster's. Australian for beer.
Jesus, no!
Hold on. I know exactly what button I need to hit for that. Oh, God, no. What have you done? Shit, this one's for you.
And walking.
Oh, no.
I said what I said. I have no care.
Enigma, I do not know this man. I do not associate
We
with
do
this
not
man.
speak for this man.
He does not speak for us at RVT. Fuck that. Slick away, boy. Slick away.
Take away. For the record, Foster's is not an Australian beer to our knowledge. So that's
Well,
yeah.
it is to me.
Forget Offerman. Saxton Hale for the win. Oh, no.
Shall we get to the main event of the evening?
Shall we? I think we shall. All out's the big thing on Sunday. Yeah, again, Sunday, but it's Labor Day weekend, so there's a balance there. Let's see. Hoffman Estates, Illinois, the now known as Now Arena, the former Sears Arena there, or Sears Center. Actually, I could read it top to bottom like this. Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston. I don't know if it's the match that's going to open. It's probably going to be the main event of the buy-in, but
Actually, it's called the 0 Hour now.
the 0 hour is what they're calling it. But buy-in, 0 hour, same diff.
Matty, before that, I just got a quick question concerning this match.
Sure.
Hello, sir. May I take your order?
Ooh, I'll have Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston match, please. Make it the Aki way.
Sure. First, we take Eddie Kingston and we put him on the grill. Then we cover him in cheese. Then we put Tomohiro Ishii on the grill. And then Ishii looks at us funny. Then we run like fuck because Ishii's gonna beat our asses for putting him on the grill. Then we run around the block, finish the sandwich, and serve it up to the customer before we run out. And the result is OMG.
Hey, Ishii's right behind going, don't forget the Bev.
Never, never, never.
It's Enigma.
He pats you on the back, says, "Thank you."
And to
Just
Enigma,
walks
this
off.
is not punishment for Kingston. This is a reward for good behavior.
This is for those wondering, Sammy and Eddie, they squashed whatever beef there was. Shame they can't do the match, but fuck, that's pre-show. Yeah, that's the punishment. The fact that he gets to fight Ishii, that's like day off. Let's go.
That's not a punishment. That's a reward.
If that's a punishment, then Eddie needs to go around slapping folks more often.
Yeah, that's a punishment. I'm Eddie Kingston's going, punish me, Daddy.
No, he'll go up to TK, slap him in the face like, punish me. Okay, here's a punishment. 1-on-1 with Okada. I humbly take it.
Wait, what do I got to do to get Tanahashi on AEW? Let me go, and Tony goes, let me go get my jock strap. get a nice cup going so I don't lose my balls. Cause short of slapping, name a dude, you know.
Oh God.
Pac versus Kip Sabian for the All Atlantic Championship.
Hold on, real quick. My daughter heard me say punish me. Apparently, not only did my daughter hear me say punish me, Daddy, her friends just did too.
Well,
Out of context. See, this is why we can't do the BBC jokes on this show. Because out of context, they think we're a porno.
Well, why would they think that? We're just talking about big black chairs.
Yeah. And
now
people
you
using
fucking
said
say
big
it.
And people using said big black chairs. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, we're going to see plenty of that in this show, I'm sure. People, be wielding their BBCs all over the place.
God damn it. God damn it.
What? Why? What's so funny? Shin, why are they laughing at us?
I don't know.
Matty, I'm going to help you out here. I got one more for you.
I'm so sorry. Whoever you are, I am so sorry.
Yeah. Thank you, Taliesin Jaffe out of Critical Role. Okay. Hook versus Angela Parker for the FTW Championship.
You missed one.
Well, we talked over the time for Pac versus Kip Sabian for the All Atlantic title because you guys wanted to talk about big black fucking chairs, okay? But since you insist, Pac versus Kip Sabian.
Should be good.
A feud that they have been secretly building for months.
I like Kip Sabian's new look.
Yeah.
Less punk DJ and more evil car salesman.
Evil
Which
British
I'm all
car
for.
salesman.
Which
By
I'm
the way,
all for.
JC, we're not talking about the British Broadcasting Company. Well, it's big and it's black, but it's not a chair.
Yeah, moving on. Also, yeah, evil car salesman. And also with a little hint of Solid Snake.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna take you out one of these days, Pac. I'm British. I'm totally British. Jolly. Pip pip cheerio.
Oh God.
Arsenal. Manchester United.
Jesus
Bring it up.
Let's move on before this gets any more crazy.
Yeah, this craziness is more over the Disco Inferno. Keep going. I'm only kidding. I'm going to keep moving. Hook versus Angela Parker for the FTW title.
That's a match that Matty and I's buddy Matty D is looking forward to.
Oh, yeah. Nice, quick
Honestly,
5-minute matchup, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, like this match has had no build, no hinting at it. Just like, oh
What?
yeah, we just got to throw.
What are you talking
Been
about?
for weeks.
Yeah, this has been building up. You want a taste?
Yeah, they've been
Oh, fair.
2.0's been
Okay,
after 2.0's been after Hook for weeks on Rampage.
Yeah, and quick little interview skits. That's about it. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, like that's all you need sometimes. Just them going, "Hey, Hook, you think that's a challenge? How about you come after us? You want taste? We want taste." That's all you need sometimes. Just a quick promo every week for about 3 to 4 weeks, and get yourself a build. And Hook's response, I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much. If Orange Cassidy had a mean streak. No, correction. If Orange Cassidy had Taz's mean streak. And Goku's hair. Well, let's be honest, it is Goku's hair. Just coiffed differently. Main card, there's no particular order to this on Wikipedia, so I'm just going to read it as is. Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho is the first match on the list here.
The battle of submission specialists, the American Dragon versus the Lionheart.
It is going to fucking slap.
Yes.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yes.
That means we're going to hear more of Sir Robert Zombie.
Not gonna complain about that.
Me neither. Tony Storm. So, four-way match to determine an interim AEW Women's World Champion. Tony Storm, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida.
It's Tony time, baby.
Yeah, the fact that they threw in Baker, Hayter, and Sheet out of nowhere, you know Tony's winning this. I mean, this match has been cursed. First, it was supposed to be Thunder Rosa versus Chris Statlander, but then Statlander got knocked out. And then 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, freaking Thunder Rosa gets injured. Like, this match has been cursed.
That's all I gotta say. Just Jamie Hayter, like she is unlikely. No, she is impossible.
For those, I'll tell you this: he's in love with Jamie Hayter.
Hey, you know what? I won't give you shit for that. And I will say this: I think it's time, guys. Pull the fucking trigger on Hayter.
Rivalry versus DMD. Do it.
Yeah, I think break that group up. Pull the trigger on the Hayter turn.
Hayter or Storm, one or the other.
Yeah, makes sense to me. House of Black, that's Malachi Black, who is healthy, mentally, to our knowledge. Brody King and Buddy Matthews, taking on Darby Allin, Sting, and the Redeemer, Miro. 6-man tag.
I think we all know that the main attraction for this match is going to be Malachi Black versus Miro.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, also, I want to make a call. I want to make a call on this match. Julia Hart's going to try to interfere. She's going to try to get involved. But someone else is going to stop her.
Oh? Do you think she's going to appear?
CJ Perry?
I think so. I think we're going to see. Because Miro's been still talking about his wife all this time.
Yeah.
This pay-per-view has been known for big moments. I mean, last year's All Out, do I even need to say it? If there's ever a time to pull that card, now's the time to pull that fucking card.
Pay-per-view, it doesn't even have to be like a full-time thing. It could be a one-night thing to get a pop out of Chicago. I'd buy that for $1.
And just like always, Miro pulled off that goddamn promo.
Oh my God!
Every time he's got a big matchup, he cuts a promo like that, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I love this fucking man.
And that promo on Wednesday with him, Sting, and Darby together, oh my God, I had fucking shivers.
Folks, if Punk and Mox didn't sell the pay-per-view, if Ace Steel couldn't sell a pay-per-view, fucking Miro came in there and said, watch me beat the shit out of three dudes. Oh, and Sting and Darby Allin are going to be there too, looking cool. That is the word of the Redeemer.
And the best line of that whole promo? It said, all out. The House of Black will arrive with masks that provide fear, and they will leave with masks that provide oxygen.
Chef's kiss, baby.
Fucking A. Someone pay Miro all of the dollars to stay in AEW. We need that Miro full fucking more time.
Each week, I'm just confused as to why Vince did not see dollar signs in this guy.
Because he's a fucking idiot. We've said this many times.
You know, we MJF likes to say that the bidding war of 2024, whenever Miro's contract's coming up, Jesus Christ, keep an eye on that. Because Triple H is looking at this going, I can make him a world fucking champion with that kind of fucking promo.
As for my pick, I'd say House of Black.
Sure.
I actually cannot choose. Like, it could go either way in my eyes. I literally don't know.
Yeah.
who-
Agreed. This could
Yeah,
go either way.
Either
There's
Darby
two-
or either Darby or either Darby or Sting could eat the pin.
Yeah.
Miro's not eating the pin, but there's also the possibility because of how they've been establishing the mist. Sting's corrupted. It's only a matter of time.
True.
There's
It may not
kayfabe
be- It
reasoning.
may not be tomorrow, but it may not be Sunday, but it's only a matter of time.
Jade Cargill defends the TBS championship against the fallen goddess Athena. Put the belt on Athena.
Agreed. I think
I think at this
time.
point.
It's time. It's fun.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same. The other two predictions, iffy. There's no guarantee that those happen. But there's one call that I am going to absolutely make. I will go all in on. Pun not intended.
Yeah.
It's Athena breaking the streak. They have been building this shit up for months. It is time.
And this could be a sleeper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, from when they were in that tag match weeks ago, everyone saw they had great chemistry in the ring. So this could be a sleeper.
Enigma in the chat. Let Black loose so he could take some time off. That would be my guess. If Malachi actually needs time off, eat a pin, cut a couple promos to keep them relevant, and then when he comes back, it's sudden and it's like, oh shit, here we go again. Now, this next match, it should be Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage, but I like what Wikipedia did. It's Jack Perry versus Christian Cage. If that's what they're going for,
That still
thumbs
says
up.
Jungle Boy on my end.
Yeah, same here. It still says Jungle Boy for me.
On Wikipedia, right now it reads
Refresh.
Jack Perry. Let me.
Refresh.
Not on my
actually,
end. I just refreshed just to be safe. It still says Jungle Boy for me.
Oh yeah, I just turned back the Jungle Boy on my end. Never mind. But
Someone must have
whoever
re-edited
did,
that, but
whoever
still.
did, yeah, someone rewrote it. But if that was intended, fucking A. But yeah, Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage. No, he intends. I was like, this is not Jungle Boy. This is Jack Perry.
Which makes perfect sense in this case, because this isn't about a wrestling match. This is a blood feud. This is revenge for Jack Perry after all the shit Christian Cage has put him through in the last month or so.
Christian just being a petty bitch.
And not only a petty bitch, a petty veteran bitch.
Between the sheer athleticism of Jack Perry and the experience and wrestling style of Christian, we got another sleeper on our hands, boys.
If this, like, Jade Cargill versus Athena will get top 3 to top 5 because there's 14 matches total here, but they're going to reach in the top 5 for sure. If this is not match of the night, it's 1A or number 2
Yep. But
potentially.
as for winner, Luch is going to cost him. Darth Luch is going to cost Jack the match.
You still think that's going to happen?
Yeah,
I'm not against that theory. I'm not against it. I have been thinking that the fact that Luchasaurus is still wearing the black,
Yeah.
he could still turn back. I'm not against that thought.
And since Jack has come back, Luchasaurus has not touched Christian Cage once. They have not had any kind of physical contact.
He's not wrong.
And it would make sense considering
It's subtle.
how-
It's subtle, but shit's been keeping track.
and considering how damn petty Christian Cage is, I would not put him past him to be this one long con just to prove, yeah, he's mine. I only allowed you to think he was yours just to fuck with you.
Yeah, I totally.
In
see
fact,
it.
that if that happens, that's the post-match promo right there. I allowed you to
absolutely is.
think. Christian's that fucking smart, and it extends the fuel. Extends the feud. Win. 6-man tag or trios. You want to go that way, and we got a couple of those coming up. Wardlow and FTR taking on Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns at a 6-man tag.
This was a shock. I was not expecting the Machine Guns to show up. I remember them from back in the TNA days. Holy shit, I popped for this.
They're not as fast as they used to be. That's a given, but they're still a great damn tag team.
These are 6 professional wrestlers put together to create magic. We're going to have some fun here, boys, and with this one.
I don't care who wins. They are just gonna fucking tear it down.
Absolutely. This is one of those matches. Who cares who wins? We win.
Yes. We got a couple of those matches, especially with one particular one coming up later on.
Next up, the Casino Ladder Match. The winner will receive a future AEW Heavyweight Championship matchup. Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, by the way. The participants, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Penta El Zero Miedo, Rey Fenix, Rush, Andrade Rouge. Whoops. Goof. It's me. Whatever. Andrade El Idolo, Dante Martin, and the Joker to be announced.
Now, there has been much speculation because the Joker is always the one, is always the high, like either a big return or a big debut. I'm calling return on this one because we were talking about this in our little private Discord group. We're thinking this is going to be the time where a certain arrogant prick makes his return.
What are you talking about? Christian Cage never left.
The other arrogant prick.
CM Punk's in the main event.
The other arrogant prick.
Tony Khan's in the back. He doesn't wrestle.
No. The other arrogant prick.
MJF, you dumb motherfucker.
I was about to say, Vince McMahon doesn't wrestle for this company.
I'm gonna kill him.
Hey, I want to keep it going to see how far it can take it. The other arrogant prick.
All depends on who the Joker is for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're in agreement. If MJF is indeed the participant to be announced, fair. Also, speaking of MJF, I'm going to bring this up. We were talking about Stokely, Big Stoke Hathaway there, or earlier. Someone on the Solid Monster Sounds Off Facebook group, and John, you're aware of this as well, brought an interesting little point. Now, it's against what we're talking about right now with the with MJF just going after anti-Fed guys in a fit of angry, arrogant rage, but JoJo Smith, and I'm gonna credit this because this is not my prediction, it's his. Quote, there's an interesting theory going around that Stokely is built as stable for MJF. Storyline-wise, there's a connection from the Indies. Spears, Moriarty, Gun Club, Ethan Page, and W. Morrissey, with them doing some sort of angle, invasion angle at the end of the Moxley Punk match. Sean Spears has been teasing shit on Twitter since Dynamite. Of course, there were some pictures of Stokely hanging out with MJF in the Indies, a younger-looking MJF. Now, it's going against our theory of the comeback trail up to the world title, but it's still it's another take on MJF's return, and I thought it needed to be shared with the class.
Yeah, I think with him winning the Casino Ladder match, getting that title shot, and then building a stable around him with Stokely and all these guys that he's been recruiting. Yeah, it might not be full anti-WWE because, well, W. Morrissey's involved, and you could make a very, very, very weak argument about the Gun Club being Billy's kids. That argument is weaker than wet toast. But, or wet tissue paper, I think would be better.
Wet tissue paper, yeah.
But I think this would fit MJF's MO, and having a more dominant faction compared to even the Pinnacle. That's intriguing.
Like I said, if it happens, we do not take credit. We're just giving credit where credit's due. But it's an interesting take. And the way Stokely's been acting towards Tony Schiavone, there's fuel to that fire.
By the way,
yeah, there's a lot of fuel to it. There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of weight to this theory.
I like to give Tony Schiavone credit for channeling his inner Mean Gene.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
He's really feeling like the Mean Gene of the show with all of these interviews.
I think that's the intention. All right, we got 3 more matches here, and then there's 14 match turkey. Shoot! Swerve in our glory. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, you got 4 matches left.
4, well, yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, never mind. Swerve in our glory. That's Keith and Swerve. Keith Lee, Swerve, Slick, Words mouth won't. Keith Lee, Swerve Strickland, they're defending the AEW Tag Team Championships against the Acclaimed Bowens and Platinum Max Caster, who will have a promo tonight on Rampage. Also, if he doesn't have a fucking pay-per-view intro, I'll be shocked.
There will be riots in the streets for that because, yeah, he needs an intro for that because it's fucking Max Caster at a pay-per-view. And this is another one of those, it doesn't matter who wins, we win. It's Swerve and Our Glory versus the fucking Acclaim. You know, Swerve and Our Glory have already proven themselves to be great tag teams. Their chemistry is amazing. And do we need to talk about how quickly the Acclaimed has earned the respect of the people? Holy shit, these guys have won me over 5 times over at this point.
Rienico says, Acclaim to win, and then Swerve kicks Lee to the curb.
Nah, I don't see that.
Too early, but that's definitely something for when the belt, they do drop the belts. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
that is an option.
When they drop the belts, yeah, there will be a heel turn from Swerve Strickland, but I don't think it's going to be on Sunday. I think the Acclaimed are not going to win this one. They're going to put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of mutual respect, but it ain't going to happen.
I think maybe down the line, I think the Acclaim could definitely win, but I think it's just for the build-up a little too early.
Yeah. Slick Rick asks, who's getting the Daddy Ass t-shirt? Yeah, that's a thing.
Daddy Ass!
Mm-hmm.
I want that fucking shirt, I won't lie.
Yeah. Hey, if AEW's in Orlando, either in a Dynamite or a dark situation, it's Easy and I want to go, and we are bringing the Shanes along too. Probably Mike Shell too. I know he's going to be flying in as well. He's got his plane ticket. Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, Team Taz, explode in a singles match.
Wait, Powerhouse Hobbs?
Powerhouse, dude, it's me. Well, why are you surprised?
Matty,
I'm still calling you out on it.
Matty, you fucked up twice in that one intro.
Oh, okay. It's Powerhouse Will Hobbs and Ricky Starks. You know, Pretty Ricky with the column.
Thank you.
Pretty Ricky with the column. Jesus. Anyway, that's been building up for a couple of weeks, but really, it's a match a couple of years in the making.
Real quick, I got another sidebar. Apparently, I'm so loud that my daughter's friends think I'm gay.
All right.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Me neither. Well, then again, all the talk about BBCs and scissor me daddy
the
ass.
Punish me daddy and the scissor me daddy ass. Yeah, they're thinking I'm gay at this point.
And the rumors at school begin.
Well, thankfully my daughter doesn't go to school, so that's not a problem for me.
You're gonna love having that home studio now.
Yes, I am.
You cannot wait for that. This is gonna be a banger. We don't think we did. Who wins? We win. You know what I mean? One of those matches.
Yeah, but it is also an interesting feud. I mean, seeing the implosion of Team Taz. It's hard to say who's gonna win this, but here's one thing I am calling. I get the sense that the Factory is gonna get involved, whether we like it or not.
Stop putting over the goddamn Factory. It's not worth it.
That's why I said whether we like it or not, because I agree.
But we got QT Marshall tonight.
Taking on an opponent to be determined because they got a match happening tonight. It's the Dark Order featuring Johnny Hungee, Alex Reynolds, and the Hangman Adam Page. Or the
Best Friends.
Best Friends and Orange
Chuck Taylor,
Cassidy.
Trent Beretta, and Orange Cassidy. I'm calling Dark Order for this one. I think it's going to be Dark Order to go into the match. And honestly, I don't know who's going to win. Because, the obvious choice would be the Elite because they're the big team. Build up Kenny Omega's return and all that. But then you also have the twist of the Dark Order right now. They've been really starting to push the Dark Order a little bit more recently, and with Adam Page now involved, you've also got the tension between him and the Elite. There's a lot of X factors to this one.
The entire match will depend entirely on Hangman Adam Page and what he does.
I agree. No, I wholeheartedly agree.
That's the story.
If they win, then this will be the ultimate tribute for Brody Lee because this will be the first time they've gained a championship since his passing.
That'd be a hell of a way to do it.
Or, as Enigma points out in the chat, Hangman turns heel and betrays the Dark Order and goes back to the Elite. There's a lot of X factors.
A lot of options. Or all that teases for nothing. It's best friends versus the Elite in the final.
No.
That just does not seem like a good idea.
It doesn't seem like a good idea, but the way AEW's been going lately, I wouldn't be surprised.
I would. I'd be very surprised because everything about the story they're telling it has to be Hangman versus the Elite.
It really does. No, I agree with T-Dub on this one.
Gut feeling. Like, I'm with you. I'm calling Dark Order, but my gut's saying they're going to swerve us somewhere down the line. I don't know where, but if I were to put money, best friends versus the Elite in the final. That'd be the swerve. That would be the swerve.
Your brain has been too used to Vince McMahon booking so that you can't trust anybody.
Maddie, quit making me agree with T-Dub. This isn't right.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just saying, Jesus Christ, it could happen.
You've been
the way the world's been lately, I gotta throw in all the possibilities to jinx them. Okay,
Maddie, you've been through so much bullshit booking from Vince McMahon that now you can't trust any bookers.
T-Dub, you've been through so much bullshit booking yourself.
I know, but Tony Khan has got my trust for at least the time being.
Fair. And like I said, I'm calling Dark Order. I'm just saying my gut is saying maybe put a little bit of side bet on that. You know, you could lose 50 cents.
You know, my God is saying, join us. Done, done. Join us.
Done, done. Like I said, just put in a little side action, not the main bet. Main event time. They're running it back. Mox, Punk 2. Undisputed AEW World Champion.
I mean, honestly, who else could they have built in such a short amount of time? Like, with how quickly they united the belts under Moxley.
Tell you what,
they did not have enough time to build a new opponent.
Judging by the ratings and all that stuff, that stunt they pulled in Cleveland, it worked.
Yep, they go
by and large, it worked.
Yep, they got over 1 million again.
Yeah.
So, look. I'm not happy on how hokey and how cliche it is, but goddamn it, when Ace Steel slapped Punk and dropped an F-bomb, I'm like, yeah, okay, fair play. And it's a proper Mox versus Punk match, because if you're putting it on pay-per-view, it damn well lasts longer than 10 fucking minutes.
Here's the thing, if they did a 3-minute match in Chicago, that building would not be left standing.
No, it wouldn't have. They had to do it in Cleveland, so they made the right call there. But that just enticed people to say, "Oh, now he's coming back for the pay-per-view. Now I want to see." Punk
and it makes Punk human, so bonus.
And Punk brought up the fact that it was in Cleveland, and he has a bad history in Cleveland.
I just love how both promos from Punk and Mox did equal parts excellent jobs of building this matchup. Yeah, Mox just tore Punk down. Like, he folded, he looked for a way out, and then Punk came out unsure of himself, thinking it's all over. Then Ace Steel, as Maddie pointed out, slapped him in the face, got him motivated. Punk went into the crowd, got hyped up, got the whole crowd behind him saying, "This is Chicago, motherfucker."
Yeah.
It's cliche, but cliche, you can make a cliche work, and they made a fucking cliche.
They just blunt force passion the shit out of it. And you know what? Fair play, it fucking worked.
Yep, I think that's the main reason why both promos work, because you got legitimate passion out of both wrestlers.
And I have no clue as what's going to happen in this main event.
This is an up in the air thing, though. If we're going with that whole MJF returning in the casino ladder match, I would not be surprised if that other theory that Matty brought up earlier comes true, and he won't interfere in the match itself, but he will. Him and Stokely's crew will run down after the match.
Breaking news out of C4 Wrestling: Silver Bullet, first time ever, Evil Uno versus Warhorse.
Yes!
Ooh.
And when is that? September 23rd.
Oh, yes. It's going to kick all the ass.
Hey, Mark, I don't know if he's listening, but Mark AP out of C4, Shut the fuck up and take my money. That's the pay-per-view. We don't need to tell you what how on paper this pay-per-view ought to kick all the asses. We got about 7 minutes each. Let's do some plugs. Let's do some winners and losers. Let's start with the losers, and our guest, as always, kicks us off.
Well, boys, I hate to steal it from you, but I got to beat you guys to the punch. I think it's no surprise that my loser this week goes to the one and only Glenn Gilberti, because everything is more over than Disco Inferno.
Tell the class who's more over than Disco Inferno. Your little epiphany from earlier there.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want an idea, first of all, I think we should explain, you guys know the context from last week. You guys know the joke.
Oh, yeah.
But he's still on his shit, so he still gets in the loser's box.
Yeah.
And it's so bad that, ladies and gentlemen, let me throw this one out for you. Virgil is more over than Disco Inferno.
Not surprised.
No joke. I told that one to my wife and my daughter earlier today because I had to explain to my daughter what was going on with Disco. And also I showed her a picture of Disco Inferno and my daughter cringed.
Good.
Oh, of course Virgil's more over than Disco Inferno. He's Soul Man Jones.
Damn right.
And here's the thing. Virgil in the Fed got a pop.
He did.
He got a legitimate pop. So, yeah, he is indeed more over. But yeah, oh my god. And there was one other one. Who was it? Oh yeah, Gilbert is more over than Disco Inferno.
Gilbert, aha.
Wayne Gill.
We were wondering about the confusion yesterday on the Rift Zone too. There you go. Shin.
You already know what we gotta do. D-Cell Battery Award time, and it's not even close. It's not even fucking close. It's going to you, Gil Gimberti, a.k.a. Disco Inferno, a.k.a. the Charisma Vacuum himself. Why do you... I got a quote from SpongeBob SquarePants. How many times must we teach you this lesson, old man? Just shut the fuck up.
The fact that you're making me agree... real quick, the fact that Disco Inferno is making me agree with a SpongeBob joke shows you how bad this is.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up, dude. I mean, you got a few defenders out there who swear up and down that, oh, he was wrestling during the greatest era and then wrestling during the Attitude Era. Like, yeah, and so did Glacier, so did Ice Train, so did the Gambler, so did Abe Knuckleball Schwartz towards the beginning of it. So did Flash Funk, not Tuco Scorpio, Flash Funk.
Incidentally, all the people that Jin just named, more over than Disco Inferno.
So yeah, Disco, and the fact that you're being triggered by so many people online, and you like I said last week, you're not the heel in this situation because good heels can draw, and you can't draw. You're like a artist with no hands, can't draw. As for my general losers, Velveteen Dream, dude.
Why am I not surprised?
Just dude.
So much potential, and snorts coke in front of a cop.
All the potential in the world, and he's pissing it away.
D-Dub?
For my loser, it's an unlikely one because he won't stop talking bullshit in interviews or press conferences, and that goes to the guy who's actually doing a good job with WWE is Triple H.
Yeah, I get the feeling you watched that Ariel Helwani interview.
So when asked about AEW, you said, well, they did a good job beating our developmental brand. Now hold up, whoa, Triple H. Oh, it's a developmental now. Back when they were running against you, you said it was a third brand. It wasn't developmental. So what is it? Because back then, there was all these quotes and all these interviews. You were saying it wasn't developmental. It was a third brand. It was equal to Raw and SmackDown. So when they were beating you 1-1, head-to-head, they were being the third brand, not the developmental.
Make up your fucking mind!
No joke. I had that in the background as soon as he said that. I was so glad I was not on the phone when I heard that, because the word I kept, bullshit, asshole. You may be my favorite wrestler of all time, but no, bullshit.
Papa H cut off his nose to spite his face.
Like, we understand he's trying to save face here and make the company look as good as possible, but he's once again doing that WWE thing where he rewrites the past.
I do that. The
Gotta
internet never
do that
forgets,
MO.
motherfucker.
You gotta do that MO, but god damn it, boy. Sometimes you just need to take the L and move on to the next one. And literally, you're right next to Ariel Helwani. All right, we lost. Death Glare, and he moves on. By the way, incidentally, Triple H is in my loser list this week for exactly that, because everything else was just fine. And then he tried to rewrite history. He's like, dude, no. You lost because your dad made you fucking lose. Your daddy-in-law made you fucking lose. Call a spade a spade. Beyond that, Disco Inferno, Velveteen Dream, the usual suspects, I guess you could say. I'm going to throw one to EC3's Control Your Narrative, because if Braun Strowman shows up on Friday or on Monday or Friday next week, you fucked. Just straight up fucked. Just go to NWA, turn into a faction, and, get some respectable heat back, Pretty sure CYN would work in NWA too, so, silver lining there. Winners, boys, winners, shades.
Well, kind of gotta have to go to my go-to on this one, AEW, because good fucking God, these guys cannot fail. Even on their weakest days, they still fucking kill it. I honestly don't, with the pay-per-view they've got lined up for Sunday, I don't know what else I can say. I can't think of anything specific to call out.
Shin?
Oh, of course, we're going to have to give it have to reiterate what he said. AEW, that was a great go-home show. Not
the greatest, but good enough to get you to buy the pay-per-view, which is what counts.
And wrestling in general. We got a weekend full of just great wrestling.
We had a whole ass week of wrestling.
Yeah, from the Fed, both main roster and NXT. We got GCW, and of course we got All Out coming this weekend. And for some non-wrestling related, directly connected wrestling related, V Infuso returning to doing wrestling videos, and what a way to come back, as he pretty much dropped a 15-minute video ripping Disco Inferno apart.
I actually saw that video on my feed, and I watched that thing. Oh my God, he just completely ripped him a new asshole.
And I retweeted it saying that he was more over than Disco Inferno, and he actually liked it, and he said I got a chuckle out of him. So thank you, V.
That's a win.
And one more non-wrestling related one goes to the Cowabunga collection. My God, I was gushing about it last night, and I'm going to keep gushing about it because it might be the best compilation game that I've ever seen. 13 of the best Ninja Turtle games from the past, and one affordable package. If you love the old school Ninja Turtles, get this shit. $50 is more than worth it for this thing. I've been playing this shit all week, and I had to put it down. I just finished playing. I made it all the way up. I just finished playing Turtles in Time on the SNES, and I made it all the way to Prehistoric Turtle Store, and I had to put it down to get ready for the show.
All right, so everyone knows how hyped you were for the game. It just came out this week. When did you pre-order it?
I pre-ordered in February.
There you go. That should tell you how hyped he was and how much it's living up to those expectations.
By the way, the original NES TMNT game, that compilation makes it playable.
Very much so.
If y'all are NES kids like myself, the shade, everybody here, if you know, you goddamn know.
Yeah.
T-Dub.
My winner is just pro wrestling. This is going to be a fun weekend. So no matter what wrestling you like, whether it's WWE style, AEW style, ultra violent style, you are going to get your fix.
If you're just that one guy in the crowd, just enjoy wrestling, this is the week to do it. Even the Feds showing up to work, which they haven't done since Vince dropped. Although, no, they've been showing up, but you know what I mean.
And we're finally getting a UK pay-per-view. A proper one, not one of these rebellion or insurrection nonsense where it's it's really a pay-per-view, but it's really just a house show.
No, they're in the U-fucking-K, and they're going to rock that goddamn house down. They're going to WrestleMania WrestleMania-esque set in that stadium. Big fucking deal. And for me, I'm not going to rock the boat here. AEW and WWE both get winners because there's hype on both sides of the wall here. Fucking A. This is the weekend. Labor Day weekend 2022. We're setting the pace for the next 10 fucking years, folks.
And I want to note, this will be the first full WWE show I will watch since Royal Rumble.
You know it's a big deal when he's watching this shit again. Big deal. Big freaking deal. I'm not saying that. Oh, big deal sarcastic. No. Big freaking deal. All right, we got 2 minutes to go, boys. We got some plugs. Speed plug.
All right, I'll start us off real quick. Of course, follow my channel on the Shades on YouTube, the Shades AT on Twitter, and also check me out because I'm now doing voice acting for manga dubs on YouTube. Look on my channel. I've got playlists for all the manga dubs I do. Sakai no Fushigi, Manga Lido, Ability Number X, Kanon's rom-com mangas. If you want something a little quick, easy, fun, and heartwarming, and sometimes a little crazy, go check that out. Trust me, this shit's fun as hell. I love it.
If you like those TikTok videos where they put real human beings in situations that are kooky and then it ends well, but you have to get to the person's thing to follow up the next one. Fuck that. Go to YouTube. Go to what he just plugged. Satisfaction guaranteed there.
Absolutely. And hey, I'm a paid voice actor now. Yes, that's a thing.
By watching his videos, you're actually supporting him. Jen.
Max Gord on YouTube, and I'm hopefully getting back into dropping some more War Machine lore goodness. Got some new books in it, and I'm probably going to do some recordings for the Monstronomicon and try to put on my best Victor Pendrake voice. Also, if you want to help me out, paypal.com/Shintigercurl. All that proceed goes to fixing my teeth because, this week was hell for me. Spat up a lot of blood this week.
Ah, nuts.
Yeah, I spat up a lot of blood. Haven't done that since I was in high school. But yeah, that's what that money's going to. So help a brother out.
D-Dub?
Well, of course, got my channel right there in the comment on the stream. Go to TWK Reviews on YouTube, type that in, and check out my video game reviews. And, of course, Thursday night streams there.
If you want to see his videos a little early, patreon.com/TWK Reviews. Of course, I have my PayPal tip, my tip jar, paypal.me/MattyJ316. Donations are optional, but very much appreciated. Same as Shin's Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff. Follow him on Twitter at Shintigercurl, and of course you can follow us as well at TWK Official, at MattyJ316, and at MattyJ316, and of course at the Shades AT, as he just said. Let me just set up the thing. There we go. I have to set up the thing and almost played the What the Fuck song again. It's me, folks. It's Friday. I promise I'll do better on Saturdays. Okay, I can't promise I'll do better on Saturdays, but I'll try! That's the show, though. We thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy Rampage. Enjoy wrestling this weekend. Whatever you do, just freaking enjoy it. Until then, on behalf of the Shades,
I'm the Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on, everybody!
Shintigercurl.
Yeah, about to go watch some live Rampage, man. Wrestle-Cast.
Of course, TWK. Wrestling! My name's Matty Jay, reminding you to help professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. Let's watch some fucking wrestling this weekend. How about that, boys?
Of course we don't watch wrestling. Just who the hell do you think we are?
Goddamn right. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next Saturday night. We're live, pal, on Saturdays again, baby. Good night. Have a good one. Have a safe one. Bye, everybody. Bye.
June 1st, I broke my foot. And that would have been bad enough, but then I wrestled an entire match on it. And to quote my surgeon, he says, I pulverized the bones in my foot. So, okay. Accidents happen on June 8th. I got surgery for my shattered foot. I got 3 plates and 16 screws put into my foot. Which, real quick, is 16 more times than this fat guy has ever gotten screwed in his life.